Hello children, welcome back to part 4 of the chapter Physical Features of India. This is me Manu Antony from Bhavan's Gandhi Vidyashram. This will be the last video of this chapter. So let's see what we have to discuss again. Before going into it, let's see what we discussed so far. So we were discussing the major physical divisions of India. And in the previous videos we have discussed Himalayas and its various divisions, Northern Plains and Peninsular Plateau, and in the last video we were discussing in detail about Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats and deserts. So let's see what we discussed with Western Ghats in the last video. Western Ghats lie parallel to the western coast. They are continuous and can be crossed through passes only. Western Ghats are higher than the Eastern Ghats. Their average elevation is 900 to 1600 meters. The Western Ghats cause orographic rain by facing the rain-bearing moist winds to rise along the western slope of the Ghats. Anamudi is the highest peak in the Western Ghats. Eastern Ghats stretch from the Mahanadi Valley to the Nilgiris in the south. They are discontinuous and irregular, dissected by rivers draining into the Bay of Bengal. Eastern Ghats is almost parallel to the monsoons coming from the Bay of Bengal but does not cause much rainfall, and the average elevation of Eastern Ghats is about 600 meters, and Mahendragiri is the highest peak in the Eastern Ghats. Then we went on to discuss Indian Desert. Indian Desert lies towards the western margins of the Aravalli Hills. It's a sandy plain covered with sand dunes. This region receives very low rainfall, below 150 millimeter per year. It has a dry climate with low vegetation cover, and river Loni is the only large river in this region. These were the things that we discussed so far. We have two more physical features, that is the coastal plains and the islands, which we will be discussing in detail now. So let's start with the coastal plains. A coastal plain is a flat, low-lying piece of land next to the ocean. So it's a low-lying piece of land which lies next to the ocean. To the east and west of the peninsular plateau. So to the east and to the west of the peninsular plateau, two narrow strips of plain lands are found, here and here, which are respectively called the Eastern Coastal Plain and Western Coastal Plain. Western Coastal Plain. The western coast is sandwiched between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. So we have learned that Western Ghats are somewhere here and Arabian Sea is here. So the Western Coastal Plain is sandwiched between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. It is a narrow plain and consists of three sections as mentioned below. The northern part of the coast is called the Konkan, which lies between Mumbai and Goa. So this region is called the Konkan coast. The central stretch is called the Kanat Plain. So this is the Kanat Plain. And the southern stretch is referred to as the Malabar coast, that which covers the Kerala coastal plains. So that is with Western Coastal Plain. Next is Eastern Coastal Plain. So the area lying to the east side. This is the Eastern Coastal Plain. The Eastern Coastal Plain is a wide stretch of landmass lying between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. The northern part is referred to as the Northern Sirsir. So this region is the Northern Sirsir. The southern part is known as the Coromandel Coast. So this region is known as the Coromandel Coast. Large rivers such as Mahanadi, the Godavari, Krishna and the Kaveri have formed extensive delta on this coast. Lake Chilka is an important feature along the eastern coast. Next is the islands. An island is a piece of land that is surrounded by water. So first of all, understand that an island is a piece of land that is surrounded by water. So we have two groups of islands. In this area we will find the Lakshadweep Islands, and towards this side we will see the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Lakshadweep Islands group is composed of small coral islands which were earlier known as Laccadive, Minicoy and Amende. a chain of islands located in the Bay of Bengal, extending from north to south, are Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So these are the physical divisions of India. Now, the diverse physical features of India have immense future possibilities of development. So let's see what are the reasons for it. First one, the mountains are the major source of water and forest wealth. Northern plains are the granaries of the country. They provide the base for early civilizations. Plateau. Plateau is a storehouse of minerals which has played a crucial role in the industrialization of India, because we have found many minerals, extracted many minerals from plateau region. And the coastal region and the island groups provide sites for fishing and port activities. So these things, the physical divisions have helped India having a lot of developments. Now we will move on to the questions. First question for today is, differentiate between the western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. Second question, give reason why the diverse physical features of India have immense future possibilities of development. Third question, name the two major island groups of India. So please write down the answers in your notebook. So that's it for today. Thank you, children. See you soon with the next chapter. Bye and take care.